Namaste, yogis. Today we're going to work a flow that's going to emphasize the quadriceps, the top of the thighs, and we're also, if you would like, going to start in hero's pose. So if you have a block, take a block, and it might be comfortable if you slide the block underneath you, and that would give you a little bit more height. If you don't have a block, you can always use a book as well. And then I want you to just relax your shoulders down your back. Close your eyes. If you feel like the knees are healthy and your top of your thighs are open, you can allow the sitting bones to ground down towards the earth. And then from that point, let's elongate through the spine. Allow the shoulders to melt and relax down your back. And just bring your hands into heart center, allowing the thumbs to connect to your heart space, and setting your intention for your practice today. Start to cultivate the breath, breathing in through the nostrils, breathing out through the nostrils. So you want to keep the mouth closed throughout your practice. All of the breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. And after that third breath, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and just blink them open. I want you to release the hands to the side and just gently allow the right ear to drop to the right shoulder. Just getting a nice stretch in the neck. And then bring the head back to center. Allow your left ear to lower towards the left side of the shoulder. Just let any tension dissolve out of the right side, the neck, the shoulder area. Come to center, and I just want you to take 3 big shoulder circles. We're going to start from head and work down through the body to warm up. So just allowing any tension to release. And after you've done the third one, go in the opposite direction. So draw the elbows up, high to the sky, forward, and back down. So I want you to just release any tension from the day. Just let it melt so that we can make space in the body. And then come to all fours. We'll loosen up through the spine now. So walking forward, and allow the hands to spread, shoulders underneath the wrists. Allow the belly to relax and let the tips of the ears come up for your cow pose. On the out breath, press the earth away. Draw the navel up and in and gaze towards the navel, cat. We'll do that 2 more times, allowing the belly to relax, cow pose. Pressing the earth away. From your pelvis, draw your pelvis down towards the heels, cat. And then we'll do 1 more time, cow pose on the inhale. And then exhale, come into your cat. Come to a neutral spine, tuck your toes, and start to lift your hips, coming into our first downward facing dog. Breathing in deeply. Lift the heels high up towards the sky. And then allow the heels to melt straight back behind the toes. Allow the sitting bones to lift up. And feel the extension in your spine. Let's walk our feet towards our hands, and we'll come to ragdoll. So allow your elbows just to make like a box, bending at your elbows, and just let your head relax, and maybe just swaying from side to side. A little yes with the head, a little no with the head. And then switch the arm that's on the bottom. And again, see if you can lengthen a little bit more here. Pull the pit of your belly up and in. Even lift your toes, spread your toes and put them back down on your mat. We'll release the hands Take your hands to your shins, lift up halfway, feel the back nice and flat, elongated spine. And on the out breath, start to fold in toward your body. Press into the feet, rise all the way up to the sky, stretch up, reach up, lift the heart up, feel longer, feel taller here. Even lift the heart space up, maybe a slight back bend. And then slowly bring your hands back into heart center. So we'll warm up with a few sun salutations. So breathing in, circle the arms all the way up to the sky. And on your out breath, you'll exhale over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Let the crown of the head work away from the tailbone. On the out breath, plant your hands and we'll step back to a top of a push-up plank pose. Keeping the shoulders over the wrists. Pull the pit of the belly up and in. Feel the extension through the spine. And on the out breath, come to your tiptoes and we'll lower slowly to the earth. When you touch down, toenails release, roll the shoulders down your back, lift your heart space, cobra pose. And on the out breath, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. After the 3rd breath, gaze forward, bend your knees, walk or float your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Root down, rise and reach all the way up to the sky. And bring that good positive energy back into your heart space. With gratitude, sweeping the arms all the way up. Exhale, release to the earth. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant your hands, step back, plank. So everything we just reviewed, slowly lowering down to the earth. Coming into your cobra just to warm up the spine. And then exhale, lift the hips. 3 breaths, downward facing dog. So I want you to slowly lower the knees down to the mat here. And we're gonna take the right foot, plant that right foot down, making sure the left arm is right underneath the shoulder and opening up into this modified side plank. I want you to relax the shoulders down your back. And then feel the connection. Notice what's touching the mat here. Pull the pit of the belly up and see if you can lift your top leg off the earth. So your bottom leg is your kickstand. Your left hand is grounded. And then I want you to bend your right heel towards your glute, like you're trying to kick right behind you. And then see if you can stretch back, grab the top of the foot, and just get your first quad stretch here. Allow the shoulders to melt, lift the chest, open the chest. Feel like you're kicking your hand into the foot and the foot is answering back, kicking into the hand. Slowly release. Take the arm up to the sky. Reach your arm all the way over your ear. Feel and open up through the rib cage. Take one more breath. Keeping the right leg lifted, release the hand down and take your left arm now up for spinal balance. So let's work into a little bit of core. Stretch away from the fingers and the foot. On the out breath, draw the elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to draw in. With breath, inhale, reach out. Exhale, draw in. One more time, extend out. And then draw in, reach everything long. Pull the pit of the belly up and in. Even stamping your back foot, like pretend you have an imaginary wall behind you. And then slowly release. We'll switch sides now. So the right hand comes right underneath the shoulder and spin that right foot so that it's like a kickstand into the earth. The shin, the knee presses down, then the left leg stays grounded. See if you can reach and extend, open the fingers with the left arm, and breathe. From here, engaging the belly, start to lift your left leg. Bending the left heel in towards the glute. And then reach back with that left hand. See if you can hold on to the inside of the ankle. And then holding on as you draw the shoulder blades onto your back. Keeping the foot flexed. Feeling this nice stretch in the left thigh. Slowly release, taking the left arm back up to the sky as you release the foot. And then send your left arm over your ear. So fingers working away and stretching, opening up through the side body and lungs. Release the left hand to your mat. And then send your right arm in front of you, spinal balance. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale, expand your breath. Exhale, draw everything in. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Send everything long. Feel the spinal balance, stretch and reach. Release the right hand and step the left foot back to your mat. Let the right foot join so you're back in plank and we'll vinyasa through. Maybe you're ready for upward facing dog now as you take your high to low plank, lifting the chest and the torso, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your toes to connect. Float your right leg up to the sky here. Turn the toes to the right. Feel the long line of energy. And bend your right knee. Just feeling the hips start to open. Pull the knee into the chest. Try to kiss your knee. Send the right leg high up and back. Downward facing dog, lifting that right leg high, and then we'll quietly step the right foot through, keeping the left heel lifted as we set up now for crescent lunge. So right knee right over the ankle. When your inhale comes, float your arms up to the sky. So see if you can lower your hips just a little bit here. Keeping the back heel right over the ball of the foot. Bring your hands into heart center and we'll take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of the thigh. Relax your shoulders down. Keep your left leg strong. Hugging the thighs together, come back to crescent lunge. And then I want you to release the right hand towards the earth. Some of you are just going to stay in this opposite reaching. Some of you can take the right hand and grab that hamstring and then sink into your legs a little bit more
And stretch that left arm up, opening up through the armpit, the lats. Take one more breath, and we'll release the hands to the mat. And we'll step back. And maybe tonight or today, wherever you're practicing, maybe you want to take a one-legged vinyasa flow. Chaturanga to your up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Bring your big toes to connect. And float your left leg up now. Three-legged dog. Turn the left toes out and we'll bend the knee to open up the hip. So really think about that left heel drawing towards the right glute. And then see if you can lift your left knee up a little bit higher. Straighten through the left leg, three-legged dog. Pull the knee into the chest, come forward, shoulders over the wrists. Engage the belly, try to kiss your knee. Send the left leg high up and back. And then we're gonna step it through, coming back to the crescent lunge. So as quietly as you can, step that foot through. Front knee bends, find your strength in your legs, and then slowly rise up crescent. So again, see if you can lower your hips to the height of your quadricep on the left side. Bring your hands into heart center. Take a breath. On the out breath, start to twist to the left, elbow to the thigh. Hugging the thighs together. Inhale, reach up crescent. This time it's the left arm that's going to release to the side. And you can stay with that, or the hand can come to the hip, or maybe you can reach back and hold on to that hamstring so that you can really sink into that front top leg, and then stretch that arm up. Make space here. Slowly releasing the hands to the mat. We'll step back in vinyasa. Again, an optional vinyasa with that one leg as you go high to low, upward dog, down dog. 3 breaths in downward facing dog. Slowly gazing forward, walk or bend your knees and hop your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway. Fold deeper on the out breath. Root down and we'll rise all the way up to the sky. So let's work a little bit of balance now into our dancer pose. So I want you to think we're going to take dancer on the right side. Start by sending that right heel to the glute. And maybe this is your dancer. Just holding the instep of the right foot. If you can reach the left arm up to the sky, just like we just did, opening up through the side bodies. And then maybe start to lift your chest, lift your heart, and start to lean forward. Again, kicking that foot into the hand answering back into the foot. Find a drishti point. Keep your gaze soft. If you fall out, you come back. Softly release, and we'll switch sides. So spread your right toes. So feel you get more foundation when you do that. Feel all 4 points of that right foot connect into the earth. And then just bend your left heel Bend your knee as the heel draws to the glute. Grab the inside of the foot and then start to send the right arm up. And this is a beautiful stretch right here, allowing the tailbone to release towards the earth, the hips staying center and square, as well as the upper torso. Lift the heart space. Lift the heart space. Keep lifting the heart space. And then maybe you can start to send the chest forward and up. Feel the dance, right? We have the dance of life. One more breath here in your dancer. And when you've had enough, release. Nicely done. Bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sweep the arms up to the sky. Feel the biceps hugging in. Allow the tailbone to draw to the heels and the belly pulls in. On the out breath, start to fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. And we'll vinyasa, so maybe you want to jump back this time. If you're going to jump back, keep the elbows hugging in. Lift the chest, heart. Allow the space to open. Down dog. Right foot steps forward now. Spin your back foot flat. Make sure you're heel to heel alignment. And rise up, warrior one. Find your legs. Hug the feet in towards the middle of the mat. We'll open the body and turn the body towards the long side as you come into warrior two. Your gaze comes over that right middle finger. Extended side angle. So elbow to the thigh or to a block or to the earth. And stretch your left arm over. Hugging the right hip underneath the body. Gazing underneath the left arm. Pressing into both feet, reverse your warrior all the way up and back. Close that left side, open up the right side. Come back to warrior two. Straighten through the right leg. Feel the torso lean towards the front of your mat. And we'll take triangle pose. So allow the hand to come towards the foot or the shin or the thigh. And draw the energy up to the pelvis. Pressing into both feet, slowly start to rise all the way up. Facing the long side of your mat, turn your toes in, heels out, either taking your hands to your lower back or clasping, lifting the heart space, and we'll exhale, fold straight down in the middle, allowing the head to relax to the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze the heels of the hands towards each other. Take one more full cycle of breath. On your next inhale, start to rise all the way up to the sky. Bring your hands at your waist, and we'll face the front of our mat. Keep your feet about 3 feet apart, and then turn your toes, the left toes to the left corner of your mat, and the right toes at 12 o'clock. Lift the chest, lift the heart, and we'll exhale, start to fold. Just working a little bit into the opposing muscle, the hamstring now as we fold. You can take your hands to blocks, you can release the hands to the earth. Yogi's choice here. I'm going to take my block now. I'm going to put my block on the outside of my foot, and then I want you to take your right hand to your hip. Encourage that right hip to draw back. Lengthen the spine, and then start to twist to the right. And then as the shoulders start to stack, maybe the arm can reach. Twisted triangle. And then we'll release that triangle pose, switching the block to the other side, and we'll vinyasa through here. Or just skip it and come to downward facing dog. The vinyasas keep the heat. They're like the sorbet. They allow us to cleanse the mind, the palate, and then send the hips high up and back. Setting up for warrior one on the left. Step the left leg forward. Spin your back foot flat. Heel to heel alignment. Inhale. Allow the arms to just float up with the breath. Reach the arms up and open out to warrior two. Notice if you have energy out both arms. Muscle hugging into the bone. Keep a soft gaze with your eyes. Taking your left elbow to the thigh, to a block, to the earth. Send your right arm up and over for your extended side angle. Pressing down now in both feet. Slowly start to rise back up and then reverse your warrior. Left arm up and over. Close off the right side of the body, opening up through the left. Bringing your arms back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Pull the energy up your legs. Slide your torso forward. And wherever your torso goes, you're just going to let the arms tip. So it might be the thigh, it might be the shin, it might be a block, it might be the big toe. Either way, no matter where you land, it's all good for today. Just be grateful for your practice. Slowly reach back all the way up. Turn your toes in for the long edge side of your mat. Take your hands behind again. If you take the opposite thumb, if you were able to clasp, let the opposite thumb come on top. Lift the chest, lift the heart space more. And then exhale, fold. Straight down the middle. Next in-breath, slowly start to rise back up. Bring your hands at your waist, face the front of your mat, step your back foot in, right toe is angled to the right. So feel your hips square here. Anchor down into the big toe, lift the chest, maybe lean back here. And then exhale, just fold over that left leg. Put energy in the big toe. You can release the hands. You can even keep the hands that we had before, reaching behind you and clasping and lifting over the head. Wherever you're feeling this right now the most, I want you to send a breath into that space in the body. Inhale slowly, take the block if you have it or not, just put your hand down to the inside or the outside. Keep your left hand at your hip, right where that crease is. Encourage that left hip to draw back. And then lengthen the spine and start to twist. Last breath in your twist. And then exhale, release. Go ahead, bend your left knee, and we'll step back to plank. I want you to lower to your belly with control, taking your time as you lower, allowing the entire body to land at the same time. So we did our quadricep opener with the dancer, as well as our modified side plank. So we're going to try Dhanurasana, which is bow pose. So bend both knees now. Reach back, possibly take your hand, one thumb on the outside of the ankle, the other four fingers wrap around. Start to kick the shins back, roll the shoulders down, and shine your heart space up. Energy in the feet and the toes. Notice if the knees are splaying open, keep the knees hip distance apart. Feel the energy from your heart just shining forward. Take one more full breath, fullest expression, and then exhale, release. We'll slowly press back to child's pose, allowing yourself to melt and to release into the back. And then I want you to slowly just start to roll yourself up. And we'll just finish our practice like we started in Virasana, Vajrasana. You can go back to the block, sitting on the block. I want you to just notice how those legs feel, how your knees feel, very healthy, allowing yourself to open this space. And even here, you can sit down if that allows you to, almost making like a W with the feet to the outside. If your body is not able to do that, you can draw, again, the feet together underneath you, hugging the ankle bones in. And then the last option, again, is if you want to take it even further, you can even, if you have a bolster or a pillow at home, you can even take your block as well, and you can start to lie back. Listen to your body here. Be very cautious, and then maybe the arms open up. I want you to breathe. If you find the knees are popping off the floor, then back out of the posture. If you've lost your breath, come back to allowing yourself to be comfortable in these poses. You are your best teacher, so listen to your body. We'll take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And then if you are on your back, be very cautious as you come up, coming to your forearms, and then slowly start to make your way forward, just like if you were a child crawling. And again, we'll just finish how we started in hero's pose, allowing the heels to draw towards the glute, bringing your hands at heart center into namaste. So close your eyes, come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Notice how you feel this moment. Thank you for unrolling your mat, being so grateful for your practice. We'll see you soon. Make sure to subscribe to my channel as well as to like this video. From my heart to yours, namaste.